Hello, Chip. How are you? Was sitting at Starbucks, was thinking about my goal of 1 million subscribers, and I thought, what better way, if I was going to talk to me and say, hey, Ken, you want 1 million subscribers? You better go live a hell of a lot. I think that'd be the easiest way for you to do it. So I was sitting there and I go, all right, well, let's set it. Worst case, absolutely nobody joins me. And as I've advised a lot of people, if nobody watches your live, who the hell cares if it sucks? Nobody's going to know that nobody watched it. Nobody will know that nobody watched it. So I was sitting there checking out the scene at Starbucks. I dropped off my little ones at their mama's house a little bit ago. Was feeling a little sad because being a divorced dad's tough and you miss your kids a lot. And I was sitting there at Culver's having our lunch like we do so often. And we were watching Sesame Street on my phone. And I don't know. I just love watching Sesame Street with my kids. I mean, I wasn't actually watching it. They were watching it, but we were singing the songs together. I was singing the songs. Augie was kind of going, ba, 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 ba. And Evie was kind of just saying whatever the heck she wanted to say. But I was getting kind of sad while I was sitting there. And then I was sad when I was driving them back to their mama's house. And I was sad when I dropped them off. And I'm driving back here going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I'm going, well, let's get 1 million subscribers. How would we do that? Well, we got to be very focused and get a lot of work done on it. And which means posting a lot of videos and going live and kind of tracking some results a little bit. Thank you, whoever just gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. We got 12 people watching. And we've got 1 thumbs up. That means there's 11 more thumbs out there. We got 14 more thumbs out there that could give me a little extra love. Hello, John, the Friday Night Fishing Cool. And hello, Blues Loth Gaming. I'm not sure what that says. But either way, hey, we got 4 likes. Again, I came up the very realistic goal today of hitting 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. And you know the motivation. There's several motivations. First of all, the biggest motivation is I would love one of those fancy YouTube plaques. You could probably buy one of those on Amazon for like $25. However, it wouldn't be the same as the actually getting one. Just think of the social media opportunities. Me opening the box, me posing in every direction, me naked with my plaque in bed going, I don't know where that came from. But either way, I think it'd be really cool to do. And I'm driving my babies back to their mama's house today. And I'm thinking about, well, shoot, if I had a regular job, 9-to-5 job, what would that do? How would that help my situation out? Where would that put me? It would have put me at work all day today and not with my kids. And let's say it was a 70 grand job if I found a good one and it was paying me 70 grand for starters. I would owe 25 to 30 of that right away in child support, and then taxes would leave me 30. So I'd be lucky to be able to rent a studio apartment and pay for my car at that rate. So whether you guys agree with it or not isn't really relevant to me. As I was running the numbers, as I'm driving south towards the girl or the kid's mama's house to drop off the kids where I did not want to take them, I was thinking the one way out of it is making a boatload of money. Now, I know money doesn't buy happiness. I do. But when you're twice divorced, and you have 4 beautiful kids, I don't think you have a choice but making a boatload of money. I really don't. I really don't. I'm not even talking taxes or bills. I'm just saying half of it's gone off the top. Somebody tell that to the young men out there before they get married. If you do it twice, whoo, it's trouble. So if you want to see your kids, and I do, you got to make a boatload. And no job that I've been applying to actually offers me in the description a boatload of money. And I've looked. I'm on Indeed every day going, none of these say boatload of money. Which gets me to this moment right now. Hello, crazy cat girl. Gets me to this moment right now. And the moment I had earlier today. I hit 5,000 subscribers in the last couple days. I've been picking up about 50 subscribers a day here on YouTube over the last 3. And 50 is pretty good. If you average 50, what is that, 1,825 a year? Or wait, that's right. Is that right? That's not nearly enough. Is that right? Could that be it? Oh, no. It's 18,250 a year. It's 18,250 a year. That makes me feel a little better. Because you moved me from the 5,000 I'm at right now to 23,000. Do you guys mind if I talk about this? Yes, it's on my mind. I hope it doesn't matter a whole hell of a lot what I talk about. Because I think what you guys like is my voice and my cadence and my energy. Or you guys might just like chatting amongst yourselves. And that's okay as well. So if I average 50 a day, which would seem a lot, I would go up by 18,000 this year, which would be pretty cool. I mean, that'd be a great goal, right? Going from 5 to 23,000. I mean, that would be a great goal. But some fool, me, said, let's not put a regular sort of size goal on our goal for my YouTube subscribers. Wouldn't it be fun if I said, let's go for 1 million? And I had somebody Google, what kind of plaques does 1 million subscribers get? And they explained it that 100,000 is platinum and like 250 is gold and 1 million gets you a diamond plaque. And let me tell you what, I know if you had 1 million subscribers, you'd be making a lot of money. But the thought of having those 3 plaques behind me on my wall at my home I don't even own yet, but I could probably buy if I had 1 million subscribers, it'd be really cool. And then I could get the bedrooms for my kids and have them half the time and have them spend the night and be able to love on them as much. I have a inhuman amount, a freaky amount of love to give. I do. It's freaky. It's sometimes crushing and more than most can handle. But when you have babies, they can absorb a lot and need a lot and deserve a lot. And I want to love on my 2 little ones as much as I humanly possibly can while I'm around over the next 30 years. So despite my firm belief that money doesn't buy happiness, if I want to love on my babies as much as I want to love on my babies, I got to get myself a platinum plaque. And for me, one of the key ingredients to getting that platinum plaque will be going live a lot on YouTube and posting a lot of videos here on YouTube. So, despite me not having a whole hell of a lot to say this afternoon, I knew going live would move me one step further. We've got 22 people watching. We've got an ambulance coming down the street. They turned off their thing. They turned off their siren. Maybe it wasn't as much. They still got their lights flashing. I said I wasn't doing it for the money this morning. Well, it's true. I'm mostly doing it for the plaques. However, the sadness I felt while I was sitting with my kids at lunch today, and on the drive back to take my kids off, to drop them back at their mom's, I was kind of sad. And I was running the numbers again. And I was going, okay, normal salary job, 9 to 5. There's going to be nothing left. And I know, you guys, I don't even give a damn what you guys think about what I'm about to say. But I am telling you, when you are twice divorced with 4 beautiful kids, you cannot work a normal job. You can't. You can't. You got to be rolling in it. And since I switched careers 3 years ago, I have not been rolling in it. And the clearest path I have from where I am right now to rolling in it would be hitting 1 million subscribers on YouTube. How do I feel about the ice business? The only really thoughts I have about the ice business are the thoughts I got from watching the movie Frozen. Yeah. Did you guys see the movie Frozen? I assume we all saw the movie Frozen. I need a viral saying or video, said Brendan Collins. At least, okay, see? But what I'm getting, Brendan, I appreciate that. What I'm getting from you by doing that is a little buy-in. You know, you're almost on team 1 million subscribers for Ken. And I figure, no matter what I say, if I come out with enthusiasm and passion and say, I want 1 million subscribers, 1 or 2 of you is going to go, hey, I want to support this dude. I want to support this dude. I'm going to subscribe. So we got 25 people watching. I'm wondering if all 25 of you have subscribed to my page yet. And I bet you haven't. I think there's room for growth right there. And we only have 4 thumbs up. You know what that is? That's not real good when you got 28 people watching. Talk about politics. That will get me more views. Start me on something. Send me off in a direction. Jaden says he thinks we really look alike. He really does. Okay, John Joe says lots of people are twice divorced. First of all, John Joe, I don't know how many of us are twice divorced. And you're working 55 hours a week and you have a 2-bedroom. All right, well, that kind of is what I'm saying. That's kind of what I'm saying, John Joe. And that's not what I want. I'm not saying it's wrong for you, but it's not what I want. If I'm working 55 hours a week, I'm not going to be seeing my kids. And I want to see my kids. Seeing my kids is more important than me working 55 hours a week. So that isn't an acceptable solution for me, John Joe. I mean, I applaud you for doing it, but that doesn't work for me. So I got to think outside the box, and outside the box is a platinum plaque. Not a platinum. Platinum's only 100,000. A platinum's only 100,000. I had sweet little Alexandra hop on and say, you need a SMART goal. And she had it all caps. She had it all caps. So I knew it meant something. And smart meant like strategic, manageable. I forget the rest, but it was a bunch of boring crap. It was a bunch of boring crap. I fell asleep. Because the smart goal would have been like 5,500 subscribers or 6,000. That doesn't give me much to talk about. That doesn't give me much to talk about. John Joe gets his kids every weekend, but of course says you need to provide health insurance or you're in contempt. Yeah, John Joe, do you have kids from both wives? Do you have kids from both wives, John? And I'm not against you, John, and so don't be against me. I'm saying I get where you're at. Okay, yeah. Okay, then I get where you're at. I don't think there's that many of us, John Joe. You say lots of people are twice divorced. You and me. And 3 with the second. Okay, so we both have 4. Yeah. Yeah, and you're working 55 hours a week, and I applaud you for it. Great job. You have kids with 2 girls. That sounds interesting. You got 2 buddies at work too? Yeah. Well, either way, my point is, your solution, while I applaud you for it, isn't acceptable in my world. It's not. It's not. I could maybe work at that Audi dealership and knock the cover off the ball and sell 200 grand worth of, or 200 grand worth of commission. But I don't think that I have ever been better at anything in my life than talking to an audience on my cell phone. I was a pretty good realtor. I was a fairly good stockbroker. I was a good marathon runner. But I'm really good at this. You might not think so. You might be bored as heck with what I'm talking about today. But I was able to go on with no plan of anything and talk for 20 minutes to a smallish audience. Yeah, no, John Joe, kudos to you. Kudos to you. My kids have insurance. I'm just saying. You know, yeah. Yeah. I don't have a job offering me that anyway. My daughter Erin said, she didn't say Ken. She goes, Dad, I think you might be just too picky. And I was thinking about it. I don't know that I am. I'm applying to all sorts of jobs. I think a lot of jobs would rather hire a college kid for $16 an hour than somebody like me for that. Because with me, they're going to get me, and me's probably a pain in the ass to a lot of managers. And me comes with stuff, and me comes with experience and stuff. And that might be a problem for a lot of people. But to manage a kid that's out of high school or something would probably be a little easier. Furzy said they're 23 years old and they're struggling to pay their bills and save. Me and my girlfriend are both living with their parents, and it feels awful being my age knowing a house isn't coming anytime soon. Advice. I mean, it might not be good advice, Furzy, but you sound kind of like me. Maybe you too have to think outside the box. And everybody out there is going to disagree with me. But I see what you're saying. I don't know what your job is. You're only 23. You've got a girlfriend. You're not engaged or married. So there's a lot of distance between you and really needing to buy a home, because I wouldn't be in a rush to buy a home with a woman if I wasn't married to her. I think it just can get really ugly and really complicated very quickly. So I'd be hesitant about that. And you're staying at her parents, so rent is either free or fairly cheap, I imagine, which is good. So you need a higher paying job. It sounds like you have your costs pretty low. You need a higher paying job. How are you going to do that? For me, a higher paying job is the diamond plaque from YouTube. It is. Well, okay, Fergie, and again, I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I manage a team of 20-year-olds, and it's so good. They are all so eager to make a name for themselves and have skills older hires just don't have. Yeah, I don't know if they have skills that we don't have, we older people, but I could see they'd be easier to manage for sure. And so I don't doubt that. And yeah, great. If you got a bunch of hungry 20-year-olds, yeah. When I was 20, I was going into being a stockbroker, and I was working crazy hours doing a horrid job, and I couldn't imagine doing that now. Best thing is AI will replace them once their salary gets too high. And again, I think that's the beauty of what I'm doing here. Because I do not think AI will ever be able to replace what I'm doing here. Because AI doesn't understand the sadness of taking your kids back to their mama's house after only spending 4 or 5 hours with them, and doesn't know the lonely feeling on the road as you're driving there and they're snoozing in the back and you're going, crap, how am I going to get to keep them more? And you're going, well, I could get a job. If I had a job paying 70, that would leave me this, which would leave me a studio apartment. And that doesn't work for me. That just doesn't work with me. Vincent said, if we train the AI, it will. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, John Joe, I know I got a road ahead. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I mean, no, I was just running the numbers. Again, I'm at 5,000 or so. And if I pick up 50 a day, I'll be at 23,000 at the end of the year. And to be honest, if I got to 23,000 at the end of the year, that would be a pretty good number. That would be a pretty good number. You know, because at 23,000 subscribers, I think my revenue would be tenfold what it is now. I don't know why, but I just have a hunch it would be. And I'd have a business and it'd be okay. But I don't think if I would have set the goal for 7,000 or 10,000 subscribers this morning, then that I'd be going live to you right now. I don't think I'd be going live to you unless I said it was 1 million subscribers. I mean, it's easy to talk about. It's exciting to talk about. It's crazy to talk about. It might even be stupid to talk about. But it's interesting. And if you guys watch this video and you see me going, hey, I hit 5,000 subscribers and I'm hoping to hit 6,000 by the end of March, which might be a smart goal for Alexandra. You're probably going to flip the channel and watch somebody else pretty soon. But you hear about some crazy dude who's 56 who just got to 5,000 in the last 3 days and wants to have 1 million. You might think I'm stupid and I have no chance and I'm dreaming or I'm on drugs or something, but you're at least gonna think about it. You're at least gonna think about it. And you might even go about your day and be talking to a friend at the water cooler. Do we still talk to friends at the water cooler? And going, hey, I saw this very charming 56-year-old bald man in Naperville, Illinois, talking about going from 5,000 to 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And you know what's crazy? I think this mofo can do it. I don't know why. I don't know why I watch his content, but I've been watching for 2 years. I've been watching and following along and cheering for him or hating on him for 2 years. I don't even know why, but I do. And I got a friend out in Kentucky that happens to watch him too. We were both talking about it. It was the damnedest thing. I don't know why, but I do. So, like I said, I think I've never been better at anything than I am at this. And rather than try and learn how to sell cars across the street or work my way up some corporate ladder, I've been a realtor. I've had my own business. I saw what it felt like. I saw the potential, and the potential here is larger than anything I've ever done. Vincent said, "What is my content?" I don't know, Vincent. What is my content? Vincent also said, "What do I get out of more viewers? Is it fulfilling?" Well, first of all, the most exciting thing for me for getting that number of viewers would be the damn diamond YouTube plaque. And I think that would be fulfilling as heck. Again, I've made a lot of money in my life, and I don't know how much I really care about money other than the fact that I want to see my kids more. And to do that, I got to be making 200 grand a year or so. John Joe asked, what are my watch hours average? They're going up a lot. They were, in the last 28 days, 7,600. But again, 2 weeks ago, they were 5,000. 2 weeks ago, they were 5,000, and they were like 7,600 today. I think if I go live like this without worrying about my audience too much or being concerned about my content too much, and if I have something to say or an energy or a passion or a want to express myself about anything, people are going to watch. I'm not saying it's the best video ever. I'm not saying it's like, the 3-way, how to change your car's oil or something that you might search up. But I do get people watching. It's kind of a quiet audience today, but I do get people watching. Have I ever eaten wolf meat? No, I haven't. I was in Yellowstone this year, and I ate a fair amount of bison meat, but wolf was never on the menu. I kind of look like Mr. Clean. Thank you. Have you ever pulled anything you shouldn't? I'm not sure what you mean. What I'm picturing when you say that, by the way, I'm picturing pull my finger and things like that, but I'm also picturing, what is it called? Is it canoodling? When those dudes in the South go into the river, find holes and stick their hand deep into holes and pull out these massive catfish. Pull out these massive catfish. Is that canoodling? Does anyone know? Vincent, I'm talking about canoodling and pulling out massive catfish. You got to give me a topic. The old movie Powder. I look like him. I think I've actually heard of that movie or remember that movie. Noodling. Is it noodling? Maybe it's noodling. But okay, somebody else knows what I'm talking about. Hello, Ayush Singh. Hello, Barry Stevens. I know I probably said hi to you before. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. That's what I could think of when you said, have I ever pulled something I shouldn't have? It seems frightening shoving your hand in a hole into a catfish's mouth. Granted, they probably don't have sharp teeth. They just have these big, sucky lips. But still, that would scare the crud out of me. Eagles said they will subscribe. Thank you, Eagles. Thank you, Eagles. It's kind of stuffy in here. Hold on. I'm kind of open the door. I'm going to open the door a second. It's getting kind of stuffy. I've been ranting and raving like a fool. Oh, fresh air. Fresh air. Thank you. Ashet loves my hair. So do I. It's freshly shaved today. Feels real good. Say the Eagles will win the Super Bowl. I mean, I hope the Eagles will win the Super Bowl. I don't care a whole heck of a lot, but I kind of tend to cheer against the Chiefs because they seem to win too often lately. So I'm going to probably be hoping for the Eagles. So this has been our show today. This has been our show today. I've talked for about 32 minutes. I've talked about my what makes me tick, why I need the diamond plaque. That's probably going to be my next video, by the way. Hey, how am I? Emma Grace. I am doing well. Subscribers do get more revenue for us, John Joe. Watch time gets more revenue. And yeah, subscribers get more revenue. The more watches you get, the better. Which car am I in? I'm in a Kia Soul. Thank you very much. Its birthplace was right over there. It's where I bought it about 2.5 months ago. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. It's already got like 4,000 miles on it. I probably should change the oil. If there's any mechanics out there, don't yell at me. I believe it's Korean, and I don't know that you need to change the oil on Korean cars. I'm going to clip that into a short. So that'll go viral. Half the cars in Korea are going to be breaking down in the next 6 months because they're going to see that video and think, hey, I don't have to change the oil on these bad boys. You can go 5,000 now, but better check. Yeah, John Joe, I think you're right about that. I think you're right about that. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I mean, I'm aware that I'm at 4,000 and I haven't changed the oil yet. But I will. I will. Yeah, anyway, so that's probably all I have for you this afternoon. I just wanted to hop on and encourage anybody that hasn't subscribed to my page to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm striving for 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. You need to help me get the diamond plaque and get my kids 3 or 4 days a week and get them into school district 203, which is one of the best school districts in the state of Illinois, and get them with their dada who loves to feed them Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the morning and blow on their cheeks and tickle them and what have you. So, anyway, I so appreciate you guys for hopping on this afternoon. I'm going to go live again at 6 o'clock tonight. I go live at 5:45 and 6. I got a special show tomorrow. I don't know how interesting it'll be to many of you, but I'm going to be interviewing a local politician at 10 o'clock in the morning at their home and talking to them about politics and life in Naperville and what makes them tick, and hopefully letting the voters here in the beautiful city of Naperville get to know them a little better. So when they cast their vote, they'll do it with some information in a month or two. And but that should be interesting. I've never really done an official interview. I mean, I've done interviews, but not like official ones. They're going to think, I don't know. I mean, they watch my videos. They should know I'm not going to be Dan Rather, but I'm going to be me. And I think me will put them in a nice light, and I won't try and trip them up, and I'll just try and let the audience get to know them a little better, and hope it goes well. Hope, I don't know how many people will be watching it on this, probably not many. But I will post it on a bunch of different social media platforms. And if anybody's interested in knowing this politician a little more, hopefully they'll get a good opportunity to meet them. So looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to my show at 6. And I'm looking forward to a great night's sleep. Looking forward to going to drink some tea in Starbucks, posting a bunch of videos, feeling good, forgiving myself, and moving forward. And I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, hope to talk